All right. Pretty sure we've done everything. All right, what have we got coming up, and who do I need? um, all right, so we need 03 Trish. I ain't looking forward to that one. I will show you the Monsters of Mayhem. I did have a 20 box and got 7. So yeah, missing for 2, George and Odyssey, but not worried about them. I have got Bray. Hellfire Pack, just missing Doink. And just Elite Hogan, but he ain't going to do any good, so not in a great rush for him.
Ice in their veins, that's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the bloodline. Cold blood. There's a kick and blood mass. Lights out. Goodbye.
You kidding me, Hogan, running around that way.
Going for the cover. Solo shoulders her down.
Scores the win. What a great
team. Went shit that one.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black.
That's all right with that one. I am, excuse me if I'm not talking much, guys. My throat's killing me and I'm definitely coming down with something. I'm super tired. But we will do this, and
the bell rings. The bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match. That Pac-Man. There's a kick and blood mass. Lights out. Aleister just turned the lights out. Going for the cover. Solo shoulders her down.
Wow, got it. Big time tag team win. It's
Let's see what I can. Um, there was. Oh, um,
In the midst of a ceremony that has just
all
marked
right.
the beginning of a new papacy. The new pope enters the room after the white smoke has risen from the Sistine Chapel, signaling his election. Here, he can finally let the emotions of the moment wash over him. Tears
The
of joy,
bloodline looks as
of
menacing as
fear,
ever as they
of
prepare to
awe,
establish
or
their
even of
dominance
sorrow.
once again. And
It is a space where he can process the overwhelming emotions that come with being chosen to lead the Catholic Church. In this room, the Pope is given time to prepare for what lies ahead. He is not alone in this experience. There are those who have been a part of the election who will help guide him through this transition. The
Basically,
Room of
we
Tears
got
is a
up
place
in
where
anger.
the Pope is left to his own thoughts, a place to connect with his faith,
You're gonna
to
have
consider
bad
the
ones every
enormity of
now
the
and then,
role he is about
especially
to
when
step
you're half
into.
asleep like
The
I
room
am.
offers a brief, sacred moment of
Well, not
reflection
so much
before the
half
duties
asleep,
of his office
just
begin in full
absolutely
force.
tired.
The Room of Tears is not just about the Pope's personal emotions, though. It also symbolizes the weight of the papacy itself, the challenges and struggles that any pope will face. The room is a reminder that, no matter the outward appearance of calm and control, every
the
pope
bell rings.
carries
The
the heavy
bloodline will
burden of
surely be
leadership.
looking to run
There is
roughshod in
always
this
the need to
match. That
balance
pack
faith with the
mentality in
pressures of
full
running an
force here.
institution as large
You
and
have to remember,
powerful
Cole,
as the
that this
Catholic
version of the
Church.
bloodline is
In the
essentially
quiet of the Room of
comprised
Tears,
of the
before
black sheep of
stepping
the
out into the
there's a
world as the
kick
leader
and
of the
block
Church,
mass.
the Pope is allowed a private
Does that
moment.
close it out?
And in that silence,
This
the
might
room
be
holds
it.
not just the tears of the newly
Oh, and
elected
he's
Pope,
going the wrong
but
way.
also the history of those who have come before.
Got
It
it.
is a space
What
that
a
holds
tag
the
Oh,
weight
match
of
we just
centuries of
saw.
faith, power, and responsibility.
Here are your winners.
Behind the grandeur of the Vatican, beyond the public spaces filled with pilgrims and tourists, there exists a room of great intimacy and quiet. It is called the Room of Confession, a place that holds great significance for every pope, a room where the weight of the papacy and the responsibilities of faith are deeply felt. Unlike the grand ceremonies and the eyes of millions that watch the Pope on his throne, the Room of Confession is a space of privacy, where the leader of the Catholic Church can confront his own soul. This room is not for public spectacle or ceremonial rites. It is a sacred space.
The bloodline looks as
Goes to
menacing as
solitude
ever as
to
they
offer his
prepare to
most
establish their
personal
dominance
thoughts,
once again.
worries,
There's a
and
kick and
reflections.
block
In the
mass.
quiet
Lights
stillness
out.
of the room,
No ifs
the
about
Pope
it.
is
That's
able to
gonna
speak
do
his
it.
mind and
He's going for the
word.
cover. Solo shoulders are down.
Reconciliation, not just with God, but deep
Big time
responsibility
win
to
in this tag team match. It's hooked in deep.
This is a public moment, a reminder
Here
of
are
his
your
own
winners.
humanity,
The
no
team
matter how
of
powerful or revered he may be in the eyes of the world. The Room of Confession is more than just a space for personal reflection. It is a room where the Pope is reminded of the sacredness of his role. The act of confession is not just about seeking forgiveness for sins. It is about confronting the weight of those sins and the imperfections that come with being human. The Pope, despite his position as the spiritual leader of over 1 billion people, is still subject to the same flaws and failings as anyone else.
The bell rings. The
In the
bloodline
Room
will
of
surely be
Confession,
looking to run
he can
roughshod
come
in this
face to
match.
face with
That
his own
pack.
doubts,
There's a kick
regrets,
and block
and
mass.
struggles.
Lights out.
Finding solace
Deep
in the act of
breath. Just
confession,
put an end to
powerful
this.
tradition
Going for the
that
cover.
practiced for
Solo
centuries.
shoulders are down.
It is in this room that the Pope can find peace with himself, knowing
And
that
it's
his
over.
legacy he carries
Big
throughout
tag
the
team
Church
win
with
there.
integrity and
It's
power.
hooked in
The
deep.
confessional may be a deeply personal space,
Here are your winners.
but it is also a
The
place
team
where the
of
Pope comes to
Alistair
terms with
Black.
the challenges that come with leadership. There are decisions that will be questioned, actions that will be scrutinized, and mistakes that will be made. But in the Room of Confession, the Pope is able to reconcile with his inner self and prepare to face the world with renewed strength and humility. Though the room is private, its significance extends beyond the walls that contain it. The room of confession is a reminder that no matter how high a leader may rise, they are still human, still
Ice
in
in their
need of
veins,
grace,
that's perhaps the only
still
way to describe
accountable
this
for their
version of the
actions.
bloodline.
The
Cole,
Pope,
there's
the
a
highest
kick.
spiritual authority in the
Lights
Church,
out.
must be willing to confront his own weaknesses and seek
Goes for the
repeated
pin.
forgiveness. In this quiet, intimate space, the Pope is reminded
And
that
that's
faith
it.
is not just
Scores the
about
win for
power
the
and
team.
influence, but
It's
about
hooked in
humility
deep.
and self-reflection, the kind that
Here
happens
are
in
your
the
winners.
quiet corners of the
The
Vatican,
team up.
far from the guy. Beneath the vast halls and towering spires of the Vatican, there are hidden chambers that most will never see. These rooms are not open to the public, and their existence is known only to a select few. They are the Pope's hidden chambers, spaces that are meant for personal reflection, quiet meetings, and moments of solitude. Here, the Pope can escape the constant pressures of the papacy and seek a moment of peace away from the eyes of the world. These chambers are tucked away behind simple doors, concealed by the grandeur of the Vatican's public spaces. Unlike the grandiose rooms used for official ceremonies or meetings, the hidden chambers are private, designed to provide the Pope with a
The
sanctuary.
bloodline looks as menacing as ever as they prepare to establish their dominance once again. And there's a kick and block mass. Lights out. That's one hell of an exclamation mark. He goes for the pin.
The hidden chambers are a place where the Pope can meet with trusted advisors, discuss
And they
matters
score the win. What a tag match. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team up. Alistair Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hogan.
Nice teamwork by these three to pick up the win. The bloodline is incensed. They really thought they had this one in the bag.
Well, no disrespect to the bloodline, but we all know what they say about assuming.
One of the most significant aspects of these chambers is their secrecy. Few have access to them. Their exact locations are known only to those who are entrusted with the Pope's safety and well-being. The rooms are not designed to be seen by the public or even by most members of the Church. They are reserved for moments of private contemplation, where the Pope can reflect on the spiritual path he has followed. In these rooms, the Pope's humanity is more apparent than in any public setting. He is not just the Pope, but a man trying to navigate the complexity of faith, duty, and personal belief. These hidden chambers are also where many of the Vatican's most delicate decisions are made. Some of the most confidential discussions regarding the Church's future, its teachings, and its political stance take place behind these closed doors. It is in these rooms that the Pope may decide to confront challenges that affect not only the Vatican, but the world. These chambers hold the history of the papacy, and many of the most profound changes within the Church have been conceived here. In the stillness of these hidden chambers, the Pope can find a space where he is not burdened by the expectations of millions. These rooms serve as a quiet sanctuary, a place of reflection, and a reminder that even the highest spiritual authority needs a moment of peace and solitude. Within these walls, the Pope can reflect on his mission and the path he must follow, away from the gaze of the public and the weight of the world's attention. Deep within the Vatican, far beyond the gaze of visitors and the crowds that fill St. Peter's Square, there are secret rooms where the true power of the Church is quietly wielded. These rooms are not for public display, nor are they for ceremonial purposes. They are hidden spaces, known only to a select few, where critical decisions are made that shape not just the future of the Vatican, but the future of the Catholic Church, its influence on the world. In these secret rooms, the weight of history and faith is carefully balanced with the practicalities of leadership. These are the rooms where cardinals and key Vatican officials meet to discuss matters of great importance, issues of doctrine, diplomacy, and the Church's role in the world. They are spaces where the Pope, though revered as the spiritual leader of over 1 billion Catholics, may listen to counsel, weigh advice, and make decisions that will affect not just the Church, but the course of history itself. While the public sees the Pope as the face of the Church, the true workings of the Vatican often happen in these hidden rooms, where the political and religious matters of the Church are discussed away from the public eye. Here, the inner workings of the Vatican bureaucracy unfold, decisions are made, alliances are formed, and strategy is crafted. These rooms are where the Vatican's influence on world affairs is quietly planned, where discussions about relationships with political leaders, national governments, and even other religions take place in private. The secrecy of these rooms is not just about privacy, but about protection. The Vatican has always been a place where power and influence are tightly guarded. The secrets held within these rooms are often about the Church's role in global politics, its stance on controversial issues, and how it navigates the complexities of modern life. The decisions made here are not meant to be seen by the public immediately. They are the quiet plans of men who understand the delicate balance of power and faith. In these rooms, there are no grand speeches or public displays. The atmosphere is often quiet and focused, with few people allowed to know what transpired behind the thick, ancient walls. The meetings held in these rooms reshape the future direction of the Church, deciding how the Vatican will react to changes in the world, how it will handle internal conflicts, or how it will respond to the challenges posed by modern society. These secret rooms of power are not just physical spaces, but a reflection of the deeper layers of the Vatican's influence and control. They are the hidden heart of the Church's operations, where the most important matters are discussed in the shadows, away from the public eye. It is in these rooms that the Vatican's quiet yet powerful role in shaping world events is truly understood. And as the Church moves forward, these secret spaces will continue to hold the plans, strategies, and decisions that will guide it into the future, long after the doors are closed and the lights are dimmed. In the heart of the Vatican, far from the crowds and the grand ceremonies, there exists a room unlike any other. It is called the Room of Silence, a place where the outside world is shut out, and only the deepest reflections are allowed. This room is not a place of power or politics, but a space for quiet contemplation, where the Pope can be alone with his thoughts and prayers. It is a sanctuary within a sanctuary, a place where silence holds a special kind of power. The Room of Silence is simple in its design. There are no grand paintings or ornate furniture, only a quiet, serene atmosphere that invites reflection and peace. The walls are bare, save for a few symbols of faith, and the floor is smooth and cool underfoot. There is no noise here, no voices, no distractions. It is a place where time seems to slow down, allowing the Pope, or anyone who enters, to step away from the burdens of leadership and find clarity in the quiet. This room is a sacred space, where the Pope can retreat when the weight of his responsibilities becomes too great. The demands of leading the Catholic Church can be overwhelming.
The bloodline looks as menacing as ever as they prepare to establish their dominance once again inside the ring. The latest incarnation of the bloodline only has faith,
away from the eyes of the world, the complexities of his office. For a moment, the outside world fades, and the only thing that matters is the stillness within. The Room of Silence also serves as a place of deep personal reflection.
Comes out on top in this tag team match.
Here are your winners.
Not from others, but from within. The silence is not just the absence of sound, but the presence of thought, a space where the mind can clear, the soul can listen. In this room, the Pope can seek guidance from his faith, listening for answers that may not come in words, but in the stillness of the heart. The Room of Silence is not just a physical space, but a reflection of the deeper truths of the papacy. It is a reminder that even the most powerful man in the world's largest religious institution must sometimes step back, listen to his own heart, and find peace in the quiet. The room serves as a refuge, a place where the Pope can find clarity in the midst of the chaos of leadership, and a reminder that silence
perhaps the only way to describe this version of the bloodline.
Cold-blooded,
remorseless, and willing to do anything to stake their claim here in WWE.
Well, yeah, man, the place to rock the virus.
There's a kick out. In this room,
That's going to keep Sokoa down.
Oh, and that surprises Bray.
The thing about six-man tag matches, they tend to get wild and crazy the longer they go on. But I have a feeling that whichever team can slow the pace.
He might have him here.
Is this it?
Found in stillness. Beneath the grandeur of the Vatican,
Big-time win in this tag team match.
lie some of the most restricted and secretive areas in the world. These spaces are not just closed to the public. They are hidden from almost everyone, reserved only for those with the highest level of clearance. Within these areas are secrets that the Vatican guards closely, spaces where only a few are allowed to enter, and where the most sensitive matters of the Church are kept away from prying eyes. The most restricted areas of the Vatican are not part of the public tours or the places seen by visitors to St. Peter's Basilica. These rooms, corridors, and vaults are tucked away, often behind layers of security and ancient walls that protect what lies within. Some of these areas are so secret that even high-ranking church officials cannot easily access them. These spaces are protected not only by locked doors and gates, but also by centuries of tradition and mystery. One of the most restricted parts of the Vatican is the area known as the Papal Apartments, located in the Apostolic Palace. These rooms are where the Pope lives, and though the public may see parts of the building, these personal chambers remain off-limits. The Pope's private living quarters are a place where only a small circle of trusted individuals are allowed to enter. It is within these walls that some of the most important private decisions are made, and where the Pope can escape the public eye to reflect on matters of faith, leadership, and the future of the Church. Further below the Apostolic Palace, hidden from view, are the vaults where the Vatican stores its most sensitive and valuable documents. These vaults contain records and manuscripts that span centuries of history, many of which have been kept secret for reasons of political or religious sensitivity. Some of these documents are thought to hold secrets that could change the world's understanding of the Vatican's role in history. And these records are kept locked away, accessible only to the most trusted individuals. There are also rooms deep within the Vatican that are said to contain ancient relics, sacred objects, and artifacts that have never been seen by the public. These objects are often considered too sacred or too powerful to be shown, and they are carefully guarded to preserve their sanctity. Only a handful of people are allowed to view them, and they remain protected from the outside world, their true significance known only to a few. The most restricted areas of the Vatican are a place where history, faith, and power converge in secrecy. These spaces are not just about hidden objects or locked doors, but about the quiet, unspoken authority of the Church. Within these walls, decisions are made, secrets are kept, and the true nature of the Vatican's influence is protected from the world. These areas serve as a reminder that there is more to the Vatican than meets the eye, and that some stories, some truths, remain hidden behind closed doors, waiting for a time when they may be revealed. There is a figure within the Vatican whose power is often whispered about, but rarely seen. He does not wear the white robes that are so familiar to the world's Catholics. He does not sit on a throne or deliver speeches to millions. In fact, few even know his name. Yet, some say this man holds more influence over the Church than the Pope himself. This man is known as the Black Pope, a title that evokes mystery and intrigue. The Black Pope is not the actual Pope, but rather the leader of the Jesuit order, the Society of Jesus. The Jesuits, founded in the year 1540 by St. Ignatius of Loyola, are one of the most influential and secretive groups within the Catholic Church. The Jesuits are known for their discipline, their commitment to education, and their global reach. But their true power lies in their absolute loyalty to their superior general, the Black Pope. While the Pope in the white robes leads the Church publicly, the Black Pope guides the Jesuits, whose network of priests, scholars, and missionaries extends across the world. Unlike the Pope, who is chosen by the College of Cardinals and serves as the visible leader of the Catholic Church, the Black Pope's position is not elected by a public body. Instead, the Superior General of the Jesuits is chosen in private by a group of senior Jesuit members. This leader holds his position for life, and his influence extends far beyond the walls of the Vatican. The Jesuit order operates with remarkable autonomy, with members pledging their first allegiance to the Superior General rather than the Pope or any other church authority. The Black Pope's role is shrouded in secrecy. While the Pope's every move is public, the Black Pope works behind the scenes, often remaining unseen by the public eye. His authority reaches into every corner of the Vatican, and many believe he has the ability to shape church policy, direct missions, and influence key decisions without ever being exposed. His power lies not in fame, but in quiet control. Some even argue that the Black Pope's influence over the Vatican is so great that it surpasses that of the Pope himself. Throughout history, the Jesuits have been involved in some of the most important and controversial events within the Church. Their influence spanned diplomacy and politics, from The Black Pope, as head of this powerful order, is often the unseen hand that guides these efforts, sometimes working in harmony with the Pope, and other times in ways that remain hidden to the public. The Black Pope remains a figure of great mystery, quiet power. His influence felt in the deepest corners of Vatican. His role is one of secrecy and quiet authority, shaping the future of the Catholic Church from the shadows, far away from the public eye. And though he may not wear white robes or stand before millions, the Black Pope's reach extends across the globe, making him one of the most powerful men in the world. The Jesuit order, formerly known as the Society of Jesus, is one of the most influential and secretive groups within the Catholic Church. Founded in the year 1540 by St. Ignatius of Loyola, the Jesuits have long been at the heart of the Vatican's most important missions, both religious and political. What sets the Jesuits apart from other Catholic orders is not just their commitment to education and missionary work, but their quiet yet powerful role in shaping the course of history. The Jesuits are unique because of the absolute loyalty they vow to their superior general, the Black Pope, who leads them with unquestionable authority. Their first allegiance is not to the Pope in the white robes, but to the Jesuit leader, who oversees their global network of priests, scholars, and missionaries. This makes the Jesuits a force within the Vatican that operates with a level of independence and secrecy that few can match. While the Pope leads the Church publicly, the Jesuit order, with its extensive influence around the world, often works behind the scenes, quietly guiding the direction of the Church. The Jesuits have long been known for their involvement in education, founding some of the most prestigious universities and schools around the world. They are also famous for their missionary work, often going into areas where Christianity has not yet taken hold, and spreading the message of the Church. But the Jesuits' influence goes far beyond education and missions. Their reach extends into politics, diplomacy, and the inner workings of the Vatican itself. Jesuits have often held powerful positions in the Vatican, influencing the Church's stance on key issues and shaping the decisions that have guided the Church's direction for centuries. Throughout history, the Jesuits have been involved in some of the most significant and controversial events within the Church. They have been at the center of theological debates, often challenging traditional beliefs, and they have played a role in many of the Church's most difficult decisions. Their secretive nature means that their role is not always visible, but their influence is undeniable. Many believe that the Jesuits, led by the Black Pope, are the true power behind the Vatican, quietly shaping the decisions that affect not just the Catholic Church,
as
but
they
the world.
prepare to establish
One of
their
the most
dominance once
significant
again.
aspects of the Jesuit order is their ability to work behind the scenes. Unlike the Pope, who is a public figure, the Jesuit superior general is not often seen or known by the general public. Yet, his influence is felt throughout the Vatican and beyond. The Jesuits' loyalty to their leader and their unique ability to move in silence and secrecy allows them to maintain control over their vast network, making them one of the most powerful and secretive groups within the Church. The Jesuit order's secretive role is a reminder of the power the Vatican holds, not just in religious matters, but in the political and diplomatic spheres as well. Though their work is often unseen, the Jesuits are an integral part of the Vatican's inner workings, quietly shaping the Church's actions and influence around the world. The Jesuit order, with its deep influence within the Vatican, is held together by a vow that is unlike any other in the Catholic Church. This vow, known as the Jesuit oath of obedience, is a promise of total loyalty and unwavering commitment to the superior general, the Black Pope. It is a pledge that goes beyond traditional vows of obedience taken by other priests. For Jesuits, this oath is a sacred vow, one that ties them not only to their faith, but also to the power structure of the Jesuit order itself. When a man joins the Society of Jesus, he does not simply pledge his obedience to the Pope or to the Church. Instead, he takes a vow to follow the commands of the superior general,
Not a spinning back elbow collar. He could be starting to really struggle in this match.
This vow is
There's a
absolute.
kick and lights out. That can certainly do
His
a
own
cover.
thoughts, even his own judgment, carry the rules of the superior general.
Here's the winners of the
It is
tag
a
match.
promise of total submission, one that binds the individual to the will of the order and to the man at its head. The Jesuit oath of obedience is not a life commitment. It is a lifelong vow, one that shapes every
disappointing
aspect of the
result for the
Jesuits'
bloodline in this one.
This loyalty is
Never
what
a
makes
good
the
thing when the
Jesuits such a
bloodline
powerful
doesn't get their
force
way.
within the Catholic
There
Church.
will be hell
Unlike
to...
other religious orders, where the members may have more freedom to make decisions or express differing opinions, the Jesuits work as a tightly knit, obedient network. The Superior General is the central authority, and when he speaks, his words are followed without hesitation. For many, the vow might seem extreme. To give up one's own will and place complete trust in a single leader may seem like a sacrifice that is too great. Yet, for the Jesuits,
The bell
it is
rings. The
seen as a
bloodline will surely
necessary
be
part
looking
of
to
their
run
mission.
roughshod in this match.
The order's
That
strength lies in its
there's a
unity
kick
and
and
discipline.
mass.
The qualities that are instilled in each member
Just
from
put
the
an
moment
end to
they join.
this. Going for
The
the
Jesuit
win.
oath of obedience allows the order to do his will.
Got it. What a tag match we just saw. It's hook and deep.
Here are your
The vow
winners.
itself is
The
steeped in
team
deep
of
spiritual
Alistair Black,
It is
Bray
about
Wyatt,
serving God
and
through service to the order and the church. The Jesuits view their obedience not as submission to human power, but as an act of divine trust. They believe that in obeying the superior general, they are fulfilling God's will. This belief creates a bond of unity and purpose that drives the Jesuits to carry out their work with dedication, whether it is in education, missionary work, or even in matters of diplomacy. The Jesuit oath of obedience is a powerful testament to the order's influence and
The
control.
bell rings. The bloodline will
It is not
surely be
just a
looking to
promise of
run
service.
roughshod in this
It is a
match.
pledge
That
of silence,
there's a
discipline,
kick and
absolute
mass.
loyalty to
Lights
mission.
out.
It
Does
is a
that close
reminder
out for
that within the
Black?
Vatican,
He's
there
got
are
the
forces
shoulders
working
down.
in the
This is
shadows,
it.
silently guiding the
Saving
direction of
his
the
team from
church,
defeat.
shaping the course of history.
It's hook and deep.
Within the
That
walls
could
of the
put
Vatican,
Tama down for...
behind its marble
There's a
doors
kick
and
and
towering
mass.
pillars,
Lights
there
out.
exists a
That
quiet,
has to be the
powerful
end
force
right
known
there.
as the hidden army of the church. This army is not made up of soldiers
Got
in
it.
uniform
Big
or
time
knights with
tag team
swords.
win.
Instead, is composed of a network of loyal men
Here
and
are your
women
winners.
who serve the
The
Vatican
team
in
of
silence,
Alistair Black,
executing its will
Bray
in ways
Wyatt,
that the world
and
rarely sees. This hidden army is the Jesuit order.
The bloodline got
whose
bested in
influence
this one.
extends far beyond
The
what most people
bloodline is
realize.
incensed.
Jesuits,
They really thought they had
formerly
this
known
one in
as
the
the
bag.
Society of
Well, no
Jesus,
disrespect to the
are often
bloodline, but we
referred
all
to as
know
the
what they say
Vatican's
about
hidden
assuming.
army because of their secretive nature and their unwavering loyalty to the Church. While the Pope is the public face of the Vatican, it is the Jesuits who often work behind the scenes, shaping the direction of the Church through education, diplomacy, and quiet action. They operate with remarkable discipline and unity, each member of the order pledging absolute obedience to the Superior General, also known as the Black Pope. The Jesuits are not soldiers in the traditional sense, but they are soldiers of faith. Their work is not done with force or violence, but with intellect, influence, and dedication. They have been sent all over the world, from the farthest corners of Africa to the cities of Europe and beyond, spreading the message of the Church, educating the masses, and negotiating with political powers. They are diplomats, teachers, and missionaries, but their work often goes unnoticed by the public. The true extent of their influence is hidden in the shadows, where they work in silence, executing the will of the Vatican without drawing attention to themselves. This hidden army has a remarkable ability to adapt to different situations and needs. Whether it is aiding in the Church's global expansion, managing its complex relationships with governments, or playing a role in significant historical events, the Jesuits have been at the heart of it all. They have often acted as the
Ice in
Vatican's
their
secret
veins. That's perhaps
emissaries,
the only way to describe
negotiating
this
behind
version of the
closed doors with
bloodline.
powerful
Cold-blooded.
leaders,
There's a
ensuring
kick
the
and
Church's
mass.
interests,
Lights out.
and sometimes even shaping the course of history. The Jesuits have been involved in some of the most significant moments in history, including the Age of Exploration, where they established
Team
missions
win
in the New
there.
World,
It's hooked and
Cold
deep.
War, where they played a key role in navigating the Vatican's complex relationship with the communist bloc. Their influence in these moments was subtle, often behind the scenes, but
Gotta give these
undeniably
three credit for
powerful.
an amazing
The hidden
victory
army
here
of the
tonight.
Vatican is not
The
just about the
bloodline
Jesuits.
is
It
incensed.
extends
They
to the
really
many
thought they had
layers of
this
the
one in the
Vatican's
bag.
bureaucracy.
Well, no disrespect to the
Power is
bloodline, but we all know what they say
exercised
about
quietly
assuming.
without fanfare. These individuals, whether Jesuits or not, make up a vast network of influence that shapes the decisions of the Vatican and helps it maintain its power on the global stage.
Oh,
Though
I'm
the
so
hidden army of the
tired.
Vatican is not seen by most, its influence is far-reaching. It is a testament to the silent power that exists behind the public face of the Church. It operates without the need for recognition, always working in the shadows to ensure that the will of the Vatican is carried out, quietly and effectively. The Vatican is not just the spiritual center of the Catholic Church.
The bloodline looks as menacing as ever as they prepare to establish their dominance once again inside the ring.
The latest incarnation of the bloodline only has
ways that most people are unaware of, shaping the course of
Feds that up.
diplomacy.
There's a kick and lights out. Will that be it? Will that be enough? Going for the cover. Simple shoulder for down.
Peter's Basilica, reaching into the political,
Comes out on top in
cultural
this
spheres
tag
of
team
nations
match.
across the globe. The Vatican has long been a center of diplomacy,
Here are your
with
winners.
the Pope serving as a
The team
unique
up.
figure in international relations.
Bray Wyatt.
Unlike other political leaders, the Pope does not represent a nation but the interests of the Church and its followers. This gives the Vatican a special kind of neutrality and influence, allowing it to act as a mediator and a voice of moral authority in conflicts and negotiations. Over the years, the Vatican has played a significant role in peacekeeping efforts, helping to broker peace treaties and resolve disputes between nations. One of the most significant examples of the Vatican's influence on global power was its role in the Cold War.
Ice in their veins.
During
That's
the
perhaps the only way to
1950s and
describe this version of the
1960s,
bloodline.
when tensions between the
There's a
United
kick
States and
and
the Soviet
lights
Union
out.
were the Vatican
like it's
became a key
over
player in
for
the
Sokola.
geopolitical struggle.
Fights
Pope
back.
John Paul II,
Handle.
Polish Pope, used his position to speak out
He's got him
against
down to the
communism
pin.
and to support the efforts of nations struggling in the Soviet withdrawal. His
Got it.
influence in Eastern
What a
Europe,
tag match we
particularly in
just
Europe,
saw.
helped inspire movements for freedom and reform that eventually led to the fall of communism. The Vatican's ability to shape the world's power dynamics is not limited to politics alone. Its vast network of religious
You
institutions
never had
and
to run these
educational
bad
systems
words
spans the
cocked
globe,
up so much.
giving it a
Like,
unique influence over
constantly.
culture, education,
Like, you might
and the
get
spread
one
of
or two
ideas.
here and there,
The
but this is
Vatican has
just like one
historically
after
used
the
its
other.
position to guide the intellectual and moral direction of society, shaping the values of millions of people. Through its teachings, the Church has influenced everything from social issues to scientific
Ice in their
debates,
veins. That's
offering
perhaps the only
guidance
way
on
to
matters of
describe this
ethics,
version of the
morality,
bloodline.
and
Cole.
human rights.
There's a kick
The
and
Vatican's reach extends to its
lights out.
financial power as well.
Might have
The
brought this
Church
to a
controls
close.
vast resources in land and real estate that
What
investments
check you
in
out for a
this
while?
economic
It's over. Big tag team win there.
both religious
It's
and
hooked in
secular
deep.
leaders, shaping policies and decisions that affect the global
The
economy.
team up.
In many ways, the Vatican's financial clout enables it to be a hidden force in international trade and development, working through its vast network of institutions to influence business practices and global policies. Even today, the Vatican's influence on global power remains strong. While it may not be as overt as the influence of nation-states, the Vatican continues to wield its quiet authority behind the scenes. It serves as a reminder that power is not always about military force or political dominance, but about influence, persuasion, and the ability to guide the direction of society. The Vatican's role in global power is one of quiet strength, using its moral authority and global network to shape the world in ways that most people never see. On the 28th of September, 1978, the world was shocked by the sudden death of Pope John Paul I, just 33 days after he had been elected as the leader of the Catholic Church. His death, so sudden and unexplained, has remained one of the Vatican's most enduring mysteries. The Pope's short papacy was filled with hope and promise, but it ended almost as quickly as it had begun, leaving behind more questions than answers. Pope John Paul I, born Albino Luciani, was elected Pope on the 26th of August, 1978. He was beloved by many for his warmth, humility, and down-to-earth demeanor. He had an unusual simplicity for someone in such a high position, often refusing to wear the elaborate papal attire and instead opting for simpler robes. His election brought hope for change in the Vatican, as many believed that he would bring a new spirit of reform to the Church. But just 33 days later, he was found dead in
The
his bed.
bloodline looks as menacing as ever as they prepare to establish their dominance
The
once again.
Vatican initially
There's a
stated
kick
that
and
Pope John Paul I
lights out.
peacefully in his
The
sleep,
lights are out for
almost
Sokola.
immediately,
Covered late in the match.
That's
suddenness of his death raised suspicion. Some wondered if the Pope had been murdered, those within the Vatican disagreed with his plans for reform. His sudden death also came at a time when there was tension between the Pope and certain members of the Vatican's powerful bureaucracy, the Curia. These whispers fueled theories that the Pope had been silenced, either by poisoning or some other nefarious means. One of the most compelling aspects of this mystery is the secrecy surrounding the events of Pope John Paul I's death. According to official accounts, no autopsy was performed, a decision that has only deepened suspicions. The Vatican's refusal to allow an autopsy has led some to believe that the Church was hiding something, that there was more to the Pope's death than what was publicly stated. Without an autopsy, many of the questions surrounding the cause of death could never be answered.
The bell rings. The Bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match.
Prior to his death,
There's a
further
kick
fueling suspicions. Some even suggested that his papacy had been ended by a conspiracy, pointing to the fact that he had begun to take steps to reform the Vatican's financial
Big-time win in this tag team match. It's hooked in deep.
These reforms were not welcomed by everyone.
Here are your winners.
Some believe that they may have contributed to powerful figures granted to maintain the status quo. Despite numerous investigations, the truth about Pope John Paul I's death has never been conclusively determined. Some historians and journalists have claimed that the Pope died of natural causes, while others continue to believe that there was foul play involved. The Vatican has never fully addressed the suspicions, and the mystery remains unsolved, with many questions left unanswered. The death of Pope John Paul I serves as a reminder of the powerful forces at play within the
ice
Vatican.
in their veins. That's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the Bloodline.
It is a story that continues to improve as those who seek to understand the hidden
Sokoa down.
of the Church.
And here's
It
the cover.
remains one of the Vatican's greatest mysteries to this day. During World War II,
And that's it. Scores the win for the team. It's hooked in deep.
between the powerful forces of the Axis
Here are
powers
your winners.
and the Allied
Team
nations.
up.
As a neutral entity, the Vatican tried to remain impartial, but its role in the conflict, especially its relationship with Nazi Germany, has been the subject of much debate and speculation over the years. The Vatican's actions during the war are surrounded by mystery, with some arguing that it was complicit in the actions of the Axis powers, while others believe it acted in secret to protect victims of the war. Pope Pius XII, who led the Vatican during the war, has been the focal point
The
of much
Bloodline
of
looks
this
as menacing
discussion.
as ever as they
Elected
prepare to
Pope in
establish their dominance
1939,
once again. And
just as the
there's a
world was
kick
preparing
and
for war, Pius XII
Black
faced a
might have
difficult
brought
challenge.
this to a close.
As
It
head of
looks
the
like he
Catholic
can get it
Church,
done here.
he had to balance the interests of the Church with the need to remain neutral.
Scores the win. What a great team. It's hooked in deep.
Many believe that the Pope's
Here are your
actions
winners.
or lack thereof
The team up.
during the war played a significant role in the Church's complex relationship with the Nazis. One of the most controversial aspects of the Vatican's role in World War II is its relationship with Nazi Germany. While Pope Pius XII did not openly support Hitler or the Nazi regime, there are many who argue that he did not do enough to speak out against the atrocities being committed, particularly the Holocaust. Some claim that the Vatican's silence allowed Nazi Germany to carry out its atrocities without significant interference. Others argue that the Pope was cautious about speaking out, because he feared that publicly denouncing the Nazis would lead to retaliation against the Church and its followers, especially in Germany-occupied areas. In contrast, there are also those who believe that the Vatican worked behind the scenes to help protect Jews and other persecuted groups during the war. Some say that Pope Pius XII and the Vatican quietly assisted refugees by helping them escape
ice in their
Nazi-occupied
veins.
Europe,
That's perhaps the only
often
way to
providing
describe
them
this
with
version of
false
the
papers or
Bloodline.
shelter in Vatican
There's a
controlled
kick and
provinces. In Italy,
lights out.
some clergymen
Business
have
here is
bravely
off the
risked their
road.
lives to
Got
protect
the
Jews
cover.
and others
Is it
from
enough to close
deportation,
this out?
hiding them in churches and escape.
Oh no, we got it. That's all right.
And what a great team.
Also
It's
extended
hooked
to the
in deep.
diplomatic sphere. The Holy See maintained a network of diplomats who were able to communicate with governments on both sides of the conflict. Some historians believe that these diplomats helped to negotiate secret peace talks and attempted to mediate between the Axis and Allied powers, though these efforts were largely unsuccessful. The Vatican's diplomatic efforts were often done in the shadows, and many of the details remain unknown to this day. Ultimately, The Vatican's role in World War II remains a subject of intense debate. Some view the Vatican's actions as a failure to speak out against the horrors of the war,
Ice in
while
their
others
veins,
believe
that's
that it
perhaps the
acted as
only way
best
to
it
describe
could
this
under the
version of the
difficult
bloodline.
circumstances.
The
The truth likely lies somewhere in between the complicated layers of secrecy. What is certain is that the Vatican, as a powerful institution during one of the darkest times in history, played a role that is still being scrutinized and explored by historians and researchers today. The shadows of the Vatican's involvement in World War II continue to linger, adding another layer to the complex mysteries that surround the Church. In the year 1983, a young woman named Emanuela Orlandi disappeared without a trace, sparking one of the most mysterious and enduring cases in Vatican history. Emanuela was a 15-year-old girl who lived within the Vatican City, where her father worked as a cleric for the Holy See. On the evening of the 22nd of June, 1983, she was on her way home from a music lesson in Rome when she vanished, leaving behind only questions and confusion. Her disappearance quickly became a national sensation, and the investigation into the case has lasted for decades. As the search for Emanuela unfolded, theories about her
What a tag match we just
some
saw.
suggesting that
It's
she
hooked
had
in
been
deep.
kidnapped, while others hinted at more sinister and complex reasons for her disappearance. The Vatican, with its tightly controlled information and secrecy, became a focal point in the case. Many speculated that the Church itself might have been involved, or at least knew more than it was letting on. One theory that gained traction early on was that Emanuela's disappearance was connected to a complex web of political and criminal intrigue involving the Vatican, the Italian government, and even the Mafia. Some believed that her abduction was the result of a scheme to influence Vatican policies or settle scores with high-ranking officials. The Mafia, notorious for their reach into various sectors of Italian life, including the Vatican, was often mentioned as a possible player in her disappearance. Another theory suggested that Emanuela's case was connected to the attempted assassination of Pope John Paul II, which had occurred just 2 years earlier, in 1989. Some believe that the disappearance was somehow linked to the aftermath of the Pope's shooting and the wider conspiracy involving the Bulgarian government and the Mafia. This theory gained strength after a report claimed that Emanuela had been seen in the company of a man connected to the infamous Turkish gunman, Mehmet Ali Agca, who had attempted to assassinate the Pope. Despite numerous investigations and widespread media attention, the mystery surrounding Emanuela's disappearance deepened over time. In 1985, her family received a cryptic phone call from someone claiming to know the whereabouts of the missing girl, but no solid leads ever came from the call. In the years that followed, rumors about Emanuela's fate persisted, but no evidence was ever found to confirm what had truly happened to her. The case became a symbol of the shadowy, hidden forces that seemed to surround the Vatican and the way it protected its secrets. In the decades since her disappearance, various attempts to uncover the truth about Emanuela Orlandi's fate have been made, but each new revelation has only added to the complexity.
What a great team.
The Vatican has often remained silent on the matter, leading to accusations of cover-ups and hiding information that could shed light on the mystery. Some believe that the Church knows more than it has revealed, but the truth remains elusive, buried in a web of unanswered questions and veiled explanations. The disappearance of Emanuela Orlandi continues to haunt the Vatican, and the case remains one of its most enduring and chilling mysteries. Despite the passage of time, the story of the missing girl, her family's quest for answers, and the Vatican's secretive role in the investigation still captures the imagination of those who wonder whether the truth will ever be uncovered. The relationship between the Vatican and the Mafia is one of the most secretive and shadowy aspects of the Church's history. While the Vatican has always been seen as a place of faith and morality, it has also been involved in a web of complex dealings,
in this tag team match. It's hooked
Over
in
the years,
deep.
the Vatican has been linked to various criminal organizations, most notably the Sicilian Mafia, in a series of events that raise more questions than answers. One of the most famous and controversial connections between the Vatican and the Mafia came in the 1970s and 1980s. During this time, the Vatican was closely connected to a number of financial scandals, and some believed that the Mafia was involved in laundering money through the Vatican Bank. The Vatican Bank, which holds vast sums of money, has been at the center of several major scandals over the years.
The bell
The
rings.
most
The Bloodline will
notorious of
surely
these
be looking
involved
to
the
run
death of
roughshod in
Roberto
this match.
Calvi,
That
an Italian
there's
banker
a
with
kick
ties
and
to both the Mafia and the
lights
Vatican.
out.
In 1982, Calvi was found hanging from Blackfriars Bridge in London. His death ruled a murder. It was believed by many
And they score the
that
win.
money
What a tag match.
using the Vatican
It's
Bank
hooked
as a
in deep.
cover for criminal activities. His
Here are your
death,
winners.
which has never been fully explained, raised serious questions about the Vatican's financial dealings. The Mafia's connection to the Vatican was not just about money, however. The Church has long had a reputation for being a source of moral authority, and its ability to influence political decisions and public opinion
I'm sure that
has made
there'll
it a
be
target for criminal organizations
someone
looking
out
to
there
gain
who will
power.
tweak this
The
and
Mafia
make
has
it
often used
better,
the
and
Vatican's name and its influence to gain favor with the public and with political
hopefully if we
leaders.
get the right
Some
cards,
The
it'll
believe
be
Bloodline
that
looks
wicked
as
Mafia
big.
menacing
use
as
the
ever as they
Church's
prepare to
influence to
establish their
protect their
dominance
illegal
once again.
activities and
There's
ensure
a
that
kick
their
and
dealings
blood
won't be
match.
noticed by the
Lights out.
authorities.
The lights
There
are
are
out for
also claims that the
Sakura.
Mafia use the
Jumping out.
Vatican
Could
as
this
a
be
safe
it?
haven, using its global network of resources to hide criminals.
Wow,
Vatican's
got it.
vast property
Big time
holdings and
tag
its
team win.
international status as a sovereign state meant that criminal
Here are your winners.
organizations could seek refuge in its territory, knowing that they would be protected from extradition or arrest. Over the years, several Mafia members are believed to have sought refuge within the Vatican's walls, including some high-ranking figures who were
fuck, my
reportedly
throat's
given sanctuary
killing.
in Vatican City. Despite these allegations, the Vatican has always denied any formal ties to the Mafia. Church officials have repeatedly insisted that the Vatican is committed to fighting crime and corruption, and that any connections to criminal organizations were the
The bell
result
rings.
of
The Bloodline
individual
will surely be
actions,
looking to run
not
roughshod in this
institutional
match.
policy.
That pack.
However,
There's a
the
kick and
secrecy that
blood
surrounds the
match.
Vatican's
Lights out.
financial and
Feeling like
political
it's
dealings
over
has
for
led many to
Sakura.
believe that the full extent of its relationship with the Mafia has never been fully revealed. The
Big
connection
time
between the
win
Vatican
in this
and the
tag
Mafia
team match.
remains one of the most mysterious aspects of the Church's history.
Here are your
While some of the most well-known scandals have been investigated, much of the information about the Vatican's involvement with the Mafia remains hidden in the shadows.
Big win for these
The
three here
truth,
tonight.
if it ever comes
Never
to
a good
light,
thing when the
could shake the very
Bloodline doesn't get their
foundations of the
way.
Vatican's
There
reputation
will be
as a
hell
moral and
to...
spiritual authority, leaving the world to wonder just how deep the connections between the Church and organized crime truly run. For years, the Vatican has remained largely silent on the subject of extraterrestrial life, but some believe that the Church may know more than it lets on. Hidden within the depths of the Vatican's archives are files believed to contain information on UFOs and alien encounters. Though the Vatican has never confirmed the existence of such files, there are whispers
The
that the
Bloodline
Church
looks
has
as
been
menacing
closely
as ever as they
monitoring
prepare to
reports of
establish
UFO
their
sightings
dominance
and
once again.
extraterrestrial
There's a
phenomena.
kick and blood
The
match.
connection between the Vatican and
The lights are out for
UFOs dates back
Sakura.
to the mid-20th
Going
century,
for the cover.
when
Solid
sightings of
shoulders are
strange
down.
flying objects became more frequent across the globe. As interest
And that's it. Scores the win
some
for the
have
team.
questioned
It's hooked in deep.
Could they be a sign of something greater,
Here are your winners.
something spiritual?
The team up.
Some speculate that the Vatican, with its long history of studying the mysteries of the universe, might have kept a careful eye on these unexplained events. Rumors began to circulate that the Vatican had collected information on UFO sightings, possibly even conducting its own investigations into the phenomena. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Vatican's possible UFO files is its relationship with astronomers and scientists. The Vatican has long been home to some of the
The bell
world's
rings.
most
The Bloodline
advanced
will surely be
telescopes,
looking to run
and its
roughshod in this
observatories
match.
have been
That pack.
instrumental in
There's a
studying the
kick and
stars.
blood match. Lights
In
out.
1995, the
Just put an
Vatican
end to
chief
this.
Father
This
George
could do it.
made headlines when he spoke about the possibility of extraterrestrial life, stating that the discovery of
What a
alien
match
life
and what a great team. It's hooked in deep.
He even suggested that
Here
the
are your
Church
winners.
would be open to the
The
idea
team
of
up.
extraterrestrials, seeing them as part of God's creation. This openness to the idea of life beyond Earth raises the question of whether the Vatican has more information than it has shared with the public. Some believe that the Church's secrecy on the matter may be part of a larger effort to protect its spiritual teachings. The Vatican may fear that the revelation of UFOs or alien life could challenge the traditional religious narrative, leading to questions about humanity's place in the universe and our
Ice in their
understanding
veins.
of
That's
God's
perhaps
creation.
the only way to describe
In
this
recent
version of the
years,
Bloodline.
there have been increasing
There's a
reports of
kick and
UFO
blood
sightings
match.
around the world,
Lights out.
and some believe
That's how
that the
you put the
Vatican
nail
may
in the
identify
coffin.
as
He's going for the
documenting
pin.
events. Some theorists suggest that the Vatican has been These files, if they exist, will be closely guarded, hidden deep within the vaults of the Vatican's archives, away from the public eye. The Vatican's stance on UFOs and extraterrestrial life remains shrouded in mystery.
I'm not
While some officials have
busting
acknowledged the
my ass and
possibility of
going
alien life,
full grind
the
mode
Church
at
has
the
not
moment.
taken
It's
any
just,
official stance on the subject, leaving many
I
questions
really can't be
unanswered.
stuff thinking.
The idea that the Vatican might hold secret files on UFOs only adds to the intrigue surrounding this hidden aspect of the Church's history. The truth, if it were ever revealed, could change everything we think we know about our place in the universe.
The Bloodline looks as menacing as ever as they prepare to establish their dominance once again inside the ring. The latest incarnation of the Bloodline only has one motive: total destruction. Doesn't matter who you are,
one of the most bizarre and fascinating stories to emerge from the Vatican is that of the chronovisor, a mysterious machine that was able to look into the past. This so-called time machine sparked debates.
What a tag match we just saw!
According to some, the Vatican secretly built the chronovisor in the mid-20th century, using it to witness historical events as if they were happening in real time. If the rumors are true, it would mean that the Vatican, hidden behind its walls, might have been able to access scenes from ancient history, including the life of Jesus Christ and key moments from the early days of Christianity. The chronovisor was said to be a device that allowed users to view events from the past through a screen. This machine supposedly worked by capturing
ice in their veins. That's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the Bloodline. Cold blood.
If it truly existed, it would be a remarkable scientific breakthrough, far beyond anything known today. The machine was said to have been the work of a group of scientists and engineers, led by Father Pellegrino Ernetti, a Benedictine monk, who claimed that he helped build the device in the 1960s. According to Father Ernetti, the chronovisor was capable of tuning into specific moments in history, allowing people to watch them unfold. Father Ernetti reportedly saw many significant events with the machine, including the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. He claimed to have witnessed the moment when Christ was nailed to the cross, as well as other key moments from the Bible. However, despite these astounding claims, no physical evidence of the chronovisor has ever surfaced. Father Ernetti's story was often dismissed as fantasy, and the Vatican, when questioned, has denied any involvement in the creation of such a machine. It is said that the chronovisor was dismantled and hidden away, its existence kept secret by the Vatican in order to avoid causing a global stir. The chronovisor story, however, continues to captivate people's imaginations. Some believe that the Vatican may have destroyed the machine to keep its secrets hidden, fearing that the ability to peer into the past could undermine faith and historical understanding. The idea of a time machine hidden within the Vatican's walls fits neatly into the narrative of the Church's long history of secrets and mysteries. If the chronovisor did exist, it would have been one of the greatest inventions of all time, an invention that could have rewritten history itself.
The bell rings, the Bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match.
Some view it as a legend, intriguing but ultimately fictional story.
You have to remember, Cole, that this
while others
version of the
believe that the
Bloodline
Vatican
is
is still
essentially
hiding the machine
comprised
and its
of the...
knowledge. Whether the chronovisor ever existed or not, the mystery surrounding it highlights the enduring fascination with the Vatican's hidden history. It serves as a reminder that some of the Church's deepest secrets may never be fully understood, locked away in the shadows of the past, waiting for a time when the world may be ready for the truth. Beneath the Vatican's grand surface, far from the eyes of the millions who...
The Bloodline got tested in this one.
The Bloodline is incensed. They really thought they had this one in the bag.
Well, no disrespect to the Bloodline, but we all know what they say about assuming.
The Bloodline looks as menacing as ever as they prepare to establish their dominance once again. There's a kick and Black Mass! Lights out! The lights are out for Sokoa. Going for the cover. Solo shoulders her down.
Got it. What a match and what a great team. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hulk Hogan.
The bell rings. The Bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match. That pack. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out. Aleister just turned the lights out. Going for the cover. Solo shoulders her down.
And they score the win. What a tag match. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hulk Hogan.
Ice in their veins. That's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the Bloodline. Cole. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
Here we go. He thinks this is it.
Wow, got it. Big time tag team win. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black.
The bell rings. The Bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match. That pack. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out. Aleister just turned the lights out. He wants to end this for the win.
Scores the win. What a great team. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister.
The Bloodline looks as menacing as ever as they prepare to establish their dominance once again inside the ring.
The latest incarnation.
Ooh, great anticipation. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out.
That could put Solo down for good.
This is it. He could put him away right here.
Got it. There's the winners of the tag match. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of
The bell rings. The Bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match. That pack. There's a kick and blood mass. Lights out.
Feeling like it's over for Sikoa.
And now the shoulders down.
This might be it. And that's it. Scores the win for the team. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of
ice in their veins. That's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the Bloodline. Cold blood. There's a kick and blood mass. Lights out.
Black might have brought this to a close.
Going for the cover. Solo shoulders her down.
Big time win in this tag team match. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hulk Hogan.
These three have to be happy with their performance here tonight.
Tonight was not the Bloodline's night, and there's no way they're going to just accept that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely not.
The bell rings. The Bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match. That pack. There's a kick and black mass. Lights out.
That could put Solo down for good.
Going for the cover. Solo's shoulders are there. Breaks the pin and makes this.
Bray Wyatt locks in the claw. This is agonizing.
There's a kick and black mass.
Lights out. Nobody's coming back from that.
I think that's it. That must be it.
Got it. Big time tag team win.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt,
Ice in their veins. That's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the Bloodline. Cole. There's a kick and black mass.
Lights out. Feeling like it's over for Sikoa. Looks like this could be the end. Comes out on top in this tag team match. It's hooked in deep.
here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black.
The bell rings. The Bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match. That pack. There's a kick and black mass.
Lights out. The lights are out for Sikoa.
Going for the cover. Solo's shoulders are there. Simple but effective leg drop.
Ulster could end it there.
There's a kick and boom, face first.
Put a bow on it. This one's wrapped up again.
Got it. What a tag match we just saw.
Here are your winners. The team of
The bell rings. The Bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match. That pack. There's a kick and black mass.
Lights out. Did Black just put an end to this?
Going for the cover. Solo's shoulders are there.
Got it. There's the winners of the tag match. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hulk Hogan.
Ice in their veins. That's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the Bloodline. Cold-blooded, remorseless, and willing to do anything to stake their claim here in WWE.
Come on, Cole. That's what the Bloodline has always been about.
There's a kick and black mass.
over for Sikoa.
Going for the cover. Solo shoulders her down.
Got it. What a match and what a great team. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black.
Ice in their veins. That's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the bloodline. Cold blood. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out.
That could put Solo down for good.
He's eyeing the 3 count here.
Scores the win. What a great team. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of
The bell rings. The bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match. That pack. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out.
The lights are out for Sikoa.
Going for the cover. Solo shoulders her down.
And they score the win. What a tag match. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hulk Hogan.
The bloodline looks as menacing as ever as they prepare to establish their dominance once again. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out.
Turn the lights out.
He might have him.
And that's it. Scores the win for the team. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hulk Hogan.
Ice in their veins. That's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the bloodline. Cold. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out.
That's got to be it.
Shoulders are down.
Is this the end? Big time win in this tag team match. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt,
The Bloodline looks as menacing as ever as they prepare to establish their dominance once again. There's a kick and blood mass. Lights out.
Now's the time to capitalize.
Going for the cover. Solo shoulders her down.
Wow, got it. Big time tag team win.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black.
The bell rings. The Bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match. That pack. There's a kick and blood mass. Lights out.
That's going to keep Sikoa down.
They might be able to put this one away right here.
And they score the win. What a tag match. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hulk.
The bell rings. The Bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match. That pack. There's a kick and blood mass. Lights out.
That could put Solo down for good.
The pin. It's all or nothing time.
Got it. What a tag match we just saw. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hulk Hogan.
The Bloodline got bested in this one.
Never a good thing when the Bloodline doesn't get their way.
There will be hell to pay for this.
Ice in their veins. That's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the Bloodline. Cold blood. There's a kick and blood mass. Lights out. Does that close it out for Black?
He's covering him. He's got him. Comes out on top in this tag team match. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black.
Ice in their veins. That's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the Bloodline. Cold-blooded, remorseless, and willing to do anything to stake their claim here in WWE. There's a kick and blood mass. Lights out. Black might have brought this to a close. Going for the cover. Solo shoulders her down.
Got it. There's the winners of the tag match. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hogan.
The Bloodline taking the loss in this one.
The Bloodline is incensed. They really thought...
The bell rings. The Bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match. That pack. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out. Aleister just turned the lights out. And he's into the pin. Wow.
Got it. What a match and what a great team. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black.
The bell rings. The Bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match. That pack. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out.
Feeling like it's over for Sikoa.
Going for the cover. Solo shoulders are down.
Scores the win. What a great team.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and
Ice in their veins. That's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the Bloodline. Cold-blooded, remorseless, and willing to do anything to stake their claim here. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out. The lights are out for Sikoa. Well, Black gets caught with a counter. Going in for the win here. Save made by the teammate. Not a moment too soon. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out.
Turn the lights out.
Two.
Comes out on top in this tag team match.
here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hogan.
These three have to be happy with their performance here tonight.
Tonight was not the Bloodline's night, and there's no way they're going to just accept that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely not.
The Bloodline looks as menacing as ever as they prepare to establish their dominance once again inside the ring.
The latest incarnation of the Bloodline only has one mode: total destruction. Doesn't matter who you are, you whip.
There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out.
That's gotta be it.
Yank going for the cover. Solo shoulders are down.
And they score the win. What a tag match. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners, the team of Aleister Black.
The bell rings. The Bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match. That pack. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out.
That's one hell of an exclamation mark.
He's going for the cover.
For the win.
Got it. What a match and what a great team. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners, the team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hulk Hogan.
The bell rings. The Bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match. That pack. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out.
Dominating maneuver could end things.
Pin, shoulders down.
Trying to end it. Got it. What a tag match we just saw. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners, the team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hulk Hogan.
Nice teamwork by these three to pick up the win.
The Bloodline is incensed. They really thought they had this one in the bag.
Well, no disrespect to the Bloodline, but we all know what they say about assuming.
Ice in their veins. That's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the Bloodline. Cole. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out.
Goodbye and good night. This has to be it. And it's over. Big tag team win there. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners, the team of
Ice in their veins. That's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the Bloodline. Cole. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out. This
business here is all but over.
Shoulders down, looking for the win here. And that's it. Scores the win for the team. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hulk Hogan.
Huge win here in six-man tag team action.
Never a good thing when the bloodline doesn't get their way.
There will be hell to pay for this.
The Bloodline looks as menacing as ever as they prepare to establish their dominance once again. And there's a kick and Black Mass.
Lights out. Nobody's coming back from that.
Now attempts to cover.
Can he keep him down?
Scores the win. What a great team. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hulk Hogan.
That's a big victory for these three here tonight.
Tonight was not the Bloodline's night, and there's no way they're going to just accept that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely not.
Ice in their veins, that's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the Bloodline. Cold blood. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out.
Feeling like it's over for Sikoa.
Going for the cover. Solo, shoulders are down.
Got it. There's the winners of the tag match.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hulk Hogan.
The bell rings. The Bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match. That pack. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out.
That's going to keep Sikoa down.
We have a pin. Shoulders are down.
Wow, got it. Big time tag team win. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hulk Hogan.
Got to give these three credit for an amazing victory here tonight.
The bloodline is incensed. They really thought they had this one in the bag.
Well, no disrespect to the bloodline, but...
Ice in their veins, that's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the bloodline. Cold-blooded, remorseless, and willing to do anything to... Rearing. Uh-oh. Turning the tap. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out.
Feeling like it's over for Sikoa.
Going for the cover. Solo shoulders are down.
Got it. There's the winners of the tag match. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners, the team of...
The bloodline looks as menacing as ever as they prepare to establish their dominance once again. There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out. Alistair just turned the lights out. Going for the cover. Solo shoulders are down.
Scores the win. What a great team. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners, the team of Alistair Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hook.
Ice in their veins, that's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the bloodline. Cold-blooded, remorseless, and willing to do anything to stake their claim here in WWE.
Come on, Cole, that's what the bloodline has always been about. Just because this version of the crew is unapologetic about that fact doesn't make it any less the case. Yes, the bloodline is cold-blooded, and that's what makes them continue to be as...
there's a kick and Black Mass.
Lights out. Now that's how you put the nail in the coffin.
Yanked right off the apron.
Oh, no.
Cover. This could be all over.
Comes out on top in this tag team match. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners, the team of Alistair Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hulk Hogan.
The bloodline taking the loss in this one.
Never a good thing when the bloodline doesn't get their way.
There will be hell to pay for this.
The Bloodline looks as menacing as ever as they prepare to establish their dominance once again. There's a kick and Black Mass! Lights out!
That could put Solo down for good.
The cover is in!
Got it. What a match and what a great team. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hulk Hogan.
The bell rings. The Bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match. That pack mentality.
There's a kick and black mass. Lights out. That's a game ender, gentlemen. Shoulders down. This might do it.
Big time win in this tag team match. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, and Hulk Hogan.
The Bloodline got bested in this one.
The Bloodline is incensed. They really thought they had this one in the bag.
Well, no disrespect to the Bloodline, but we all know what they say about assuming.
Ice in their veins. That's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the Bloodline. Cold. There's a kick and black mass.
Lights out. The lights are out for Sikoa.
He covers. Is this it?
Could be.
Got it. What a tag match we just saw. It's hooked in deep.
Here are your winners. The team of
in the Vatican, such as the papal apartments,
Alright
the
guys,
Vatican's
I am
various chapels and
calling
libraries.
it here.
They allow for discreet travel between the many areas that make up
My
the
throat's
vast
killing,
Vatican
I can't
complex.
think,
For
but
centuries, the only people who used these secret
yeah,
pathways were
I'll
the highest
probably
officials,
do
and their
stream
locations
tomorrow,
were kept
do
secret
a
from the
bunch of the
public
live
to
events and
ensure that
whatnot.
the inner workings of the Vatican
Till
remained
then,
hidden.